Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. How are you doing today? Today we're looking at the Valentine Low, more drama from the book. And the Courtier's book is out on the 4th. It's October the 1st, so yeah, we'll find out some more I guess. But I wanted to look in and see what the cards had to say about this particular story about the Vanity Fair cover. Apparently Megan was incensed with rage because of the wording of the cover. It's just wild about Harry because there's a film associated with that certain phrase from the 1939, and there was like those minstrel guys with the black faces in it and stuff, and she was annoyed at the tropes. However, there are two front covers from The Sun and from Woman's Own in the 1980s when Harry was a wee little baby that used the same phrase, or Wild About Harry, similar phrase. So was Vanity Fair harking back to there, or was it harking back, you know, or did Megan know about this and she wanted the Vanity Fair to say that, and like she got called out on it and went, oh, and said, oh, it's because of this film, I'm not happy about it actually, as a deflection kind of thing. So we'll have a look and see if it was, if there's more to the story, or it's just one of those things. So if you're new here, hi, hello, thank you very much for subscribing. If you've been here for a while, thank you very much for your support. I do appreciate it. Please like, share, comment, let me know what you think of the cards, and if there's any readings you want me to do, which is always wonderful to hear from you guys, I will, try and do them. The Super Injunction reading was a suggestion from you guys and from yesterday, and yeah, it's just really cool to hear from you, and I'm doing a suggestion later on today as well. So yeah, thank you very much for your support. So without further ado, it is October the 1st, it is spooky season, so I'm going to be using my Halloween deck, and I've got a few more Halloween decks coming as well, so prepare to be, this is about as spooky as it gets, yeah? Okay, let's have a look. So, to start off with, what happened, what really happened with Megan and Vanity Fair? Change. Okay. So this is an unwanted change. This is something that she wasn't particularly pleased with. Sometimes change and reinvention is good, but it's not necessarily sometimes when you've got a reinvention of yourself that hasn't necessarily went well. What's crossing her? Temperaments and arts. Temperance in reverse. Wishy. It's all very vague, it's all very muddled, it's all very much of a much. No one can see what she's doing really. It's just kind of like let's see what's above it. Let's see what's known about it. 3 of Imps, working with other people, getting your brand out there, getting known. It's all about looking across oceans, growth. The Hanged Man, patience and waiting things out. Okay, that's interesting. So let me just see what's coming in. Okay, so she was weighing something up about the article. She was unsure of something. And she's went in and it hasn't gone as planned because we have Death in reverse and Temperance in reverse. So that seems to me like when Temperance and Death go crossing each other, that's how she's went in, and that's what's caused it. It seems that she has acted because of the Temperance crossing over. It's kind of like, how do you word this without she's created a bit of a mess, so people can't necessarily see what the Death card is in reverse, what she's done. So okay, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, of course. Then we have the 10 of Ghosts, so it didn't go very well with the family. It didn't go very well with the family at all, so it's quite emotional. How did you feel about it? Okay, this was make her staking a claim, making a start, putting her roots down. And the 10 of bats, which is the 10 of swords in reverse, it did cause her some anxiety and some stress. Queen of cups in reverse. Okay, so that's somebody who's very emotional, very quite emotionally manipulative, quite shallow, plays with people's emotions. It's the upright in a royal family reading. It's the Diana card. In reverse, it really isn't. Maybe that's what she wanted people to see, and it hasn't come out quite like that. The link and the 9 of imps, so the 9 of wands. She really was kind of like, I'm setting my boundaries down here. This is what I am doing. And yeah, so it was allegedly, it seems to me to have been more of something that she has she felt like the hangman there, she was playing a long game and she was watching and waiting. Death in reverse and temperance in reverse is, it went a little bit wrong, but she was staking her claim, and what surrounded her was a lot of stress, like the 10 of bats. So there's a lot of trauma and stabbing in the back and things like that, but that's what's surrounding her, and she's like, I'm not bothered by it, and it's final. Because we've got the 4 of imps up right there, she wasn't that bothered, but that's what's surrounding her. So there's a lot of stress and stuff surrounding her from other people. The 10 of ghosts there is emotional family stuff. That could well be what happened with Thomas and stuff on the run up to the wedding. But with that being there as well, it makes me think that Harry was quite emotional about it, because like maybe the palace have turned around and said weren't very happy about it, and maybe they weren't very happy about it because it harked back to those 2 things. It's almost like she was trying to brand herself as Diana straight away there. But with 9 of imps, let's have a look. So it seems like it might have been a lot of fuss and deflection. So let's have a look and see if we can get a reading for the overall situation. So what happens with Buckingham Palace and her regarding Vanity Fair? Yeah, so it looks like she wanted attention, and Buckingham Palace knew she wanted all the attention. She definitely wanted to start something. The world is a completion and a beginning. So this was very much her kind of, with the 9 of wands there, very much staking her claim, staking her boundaries. Got the 4 of imps there as well. What's crossing a Knight of Pentacles in reverse? So it looks like Harry got it in the neck more than anyone else about this. He was very kind of ungrounded and a little bit, oh my God, about it all. It's definitely not something, yeah, it's like that whole thing was definitely a bit, especially with the privacy now, it's all very strange. So he was a little bit rattled by this for some reason. The Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay. So what was known about it was like she was overly eager. She went out stomping on out there with her horse. Look at me, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And it looks like it's kind of the deflection. Four of Wands there. Four of Wands upright, and what the palace thought. She was setting down her boundaries. She was setting things, and the palace was like, oh, you're on shaky ground. This is something that she's like, that hasn't went well at all for her, and it feels like she's kind of reacted the way she has. Queen of Wands in reverse. This was a bad idea. She's went stomping on into this, and it's not been the best idea. She thought she was like this visionary going forward, this firebrand going in, going, yeah, I'm, you know, staking her claim with the Four of Wands. But with the Four of Wands there, it's kind of hit wobbly. It kind of hit a massive wobble. Wheel of Fortune. This is fated. How did she respond? Page of Swords. So she was really snipey. This is a superficial kind of, when it's in reverse, and the Page of Swords, this is superficial kind of energy. They're charging on in there. They are slashing away, making their point, being a bit argumentative, firing back, raging, whatever. But this is like, this doesn't say to me that she feels like she has been attacked because of a cover or connotations. This is just like a more of a defensive kind of angle. King of Pentacles, yeah, that's in reverse. And Harry was around her and supportive of her, but he wasn't really kind of, his behavior around this as well is very ungenerous. It's very overly protective and quite defensive of her. Three of Cups, unhappy families not working well together. Well, not unhappy families, unhappy working. It's more like a familial familial kind of what's the best word for it? Familial friendships, relatives, loved ones, and you're not kind of getting on together when it's in reverse. The Three of Cups is generally quite a positive card, but it gets a little bit messy when it's in reverse. Emotions spill out, people kind of like slip into each other, and yeah, it was people weren't very happy about it. It caused a bit of a mess. And the outcome, Four of Cups, temper tantrums. The Wheel of Fortune shows it's very much fated that this is coming out. It's very fated what happened. And, you know, with the Ten of Ghosts in reverse, the Ten of Cups in reverse, there's a very emotional, the family were very emotional about it. Especially linking back to covers with Diana on. With the Wheel of Fortune, this is just it just seems like they're kind of sitting back. Okay, you're behaving the way you're behaving, just let yourself get on with it. And she still had lots of wonderful things. And the Four of Cups in reverse, well, the Four of Cups to me is my toddler card, and when it's in reverse, you've not kicked over all of the cups. You've rejected that one. You have spilled your emotions. You have created a scene, created a mess. It's a tantrum card. And this is really, I don't want anything. I was just, so there was a lot of pushback. And with the Wheel of Fortune there, this is kind of like a fated time. She knew. She was like, it'll pass, but the palace will probably like tick-tock. Just wait, just watch. So yeah, overall, I think she has kind of like put that out as a reference to Princess Diana, with the links in the title and the, you know, allegedly. And she's got defensive and went, in 1939, you'll never guess what happened. And that's you know, that, of course. What do you think? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. It's always great to hear from you guys. Thank you very much for being here. I do appreciate you, and I shall see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.